In today's Anime Adventures video, I'll be showing you guys the best ways and pretty much most main ways and the best ones to get gems, rerolls, and the new currency. So, before this video starts, please do subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, so please do subscribe. While you're going down there to subscribe, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the Rex Unlock. So if we're getting unique, join the Discord server down below. I'm doing a giveaway right in there with the rerolls. I'm also doing another giveaway, the Assassin or Starter Bundle, whichever you like. So go join my Discord server down below. I'm also going to do a bunch of videos in there. Like tomorrow, I'll probably do an account video. But I'll stop yapping. This video is broken down into different parts, so you can go whichever one you like. Let's just get straight into the video. Alright, so I don't know if I remember to mention this in the intro, but the video is breaking up into different parts. So if you don't care about rerolls, let's say for example, you can just go to the gems part. Let's say you don't care about gems, care about the new currency, you can go to the new currency section. But I still recommend you watch the entire video because there might be one thing you might have missed from each section, or maybe you know everything and you're just watching it for vibes. I don't know, okay? But first, we're going to go over rerolls because I feel as though with rerolls, it's like the most obvious one. So we get the most obvious one out of the ways with small things they might not know. And there's no new reroll methods. It'll only be rarely that you get new reroll methods, okay? But we'll just go over everything, okay? So first thing we're going to go over, if you're new to the game, level milestones, alright? We go to level milestones, Giza, Mr. Netro. And as you can see, every 5 levels, you get a couple of rerolls. And it's actually decent if you get all the way to level 100. So I highly recommend, you just claim these, you know what I'm saying? And I'll give you a gem macro if you're new to the game later on in this video. And then if you farm that gem macro, you get levels, and then you'll also get, these little rerolls. But you'll just get levels by just playing the game, okay? So there's no point yapping on too much about that. Then let's go to the battle pass now. This battle pass is decent, and it gives you a good amount of rerolls. I don't know how many, but there are battle passes actually better than this that give a lot more rerolls, at least before this. Like, this is still good. They give you, as you can see, like 5 rerolls here. If you go back here, 5 rerolls here. You know what I mean? It gives you a decent amount of rerolls considering how overpriced, I guess you could say. Or, well, how now everyone has similar prices, but, AA rerolls cost quite a lot, okay? So as I say, 50 rerolls, 4.5k, you probably get like 50 rerolls from this, and it costs $7.99. So definitely get the battle pass every time. Whether you buy it or you trade for it, it's up to you. I mean, if you just farm current events and then let the units become tradable, let's say winter event, you farm it a lot. Let's say you get a bunch of dark mages, maybe a Eisen, maybe a shiny mythics, whatever. You can probably just trade for a battle pass in the future, or trade for multiple. So yeah, just make sure if you're free to play and you're never going to spend Robux, you're trading for the battle pass, because it is easily possible if you're free to play to trade and get battle passes from it. Like, it's easily possible if you just lock in, okay? But yeah, battle pass gives you a lot of rerolls, okay? Next one is the daily challenge. So if we go to the daily challenge over here, as you can see, you get, I need to do this actually myself, it's going to go out soon. I've been lacking on it recently. I just speed up and hopped off. But as you can see, 10 to 50 star remnants. So it's a decent amount of rerolls. As you can see, mostly people use the star remnants on farms, but some people do use it on units and randomly get unique. So yeah, make sure you're doing your daily challenge always, even if it means grinding with people on Discord, because matchmaking ended up being buns, okay? And then you also got the event quests. I've already done them, so it's pretty difficult for me to show. But here's, like, for you, there'll be a lot of event quests unless you've also completed all of them. But for me, I've only got this one left. It gets 3 rerolls. But you see a bunch of event quests here, like, oh, evolve Dark Mage, and these 2 other units, you get 9 rerolls. Evolve 1 unit, you get 3 rerolls. So yeah, you can just farm a bunch of rerolls from event quests. And also do your daily quests, because you get some battle pass XP if your battle pass isn't maxed out. So yeah, make sure you're doing your event quests too. If you really want a lot of rerolls, you're already an end game player, start farming tournaments. It also gives you more to do in the game, because there might be some units you don't have that you want to use for tournaments. So it's a little bit fun, I guess you could say. Let's say you don't have Somber either right now. She would be very useful, if I can search up Somber, for the current tournament. If you don't have her, then you're going to grind for her. Maybe you need a good trait on her. Then maybe you could follow the daily challenge or some of the other methods I mentioned. Maybe you need good stats. You need to trade for a certain unit. And it gives you more stuff to do in the game, and you get some rerolls, but it's not a crazy method. You get 40 star remnants if you come first. If you come top 5, it's 30. So nothing too crazy, to be fair. The unit has some value. If you got a lot of tournament units, you could probably trade it for a battle pass as well. So yeah, or trade it for rerolls, or just trade it up in general. Okay. And then you also get some star remnants from the presents. So mine's almost there, but if you click give presents, you just get them from playing the game. If you look on the bottom right hand corner, when you're in a stage, say give presents, you got a Christmas gift or whatever. If you give the presents, claim it, there's a chance you get a star remnant. You can also get stack cubes or whatever, but one of the options is a star remnant. But yeah, those are the main ways. Obviously, most I'm not cringe, but like it's cringe for me to mention it, I guess you could say. It's just spending it. Okay, spending is always going to be the best. AA isn't a particularly free-to-play game, but you can definitely get very, very good free-to-play. I used to be free-to-play and I had Unique Tengen, when Unique Tengen was one of the best units in the game at the time. So you definitely can get good free-to-play. I also highly recommend, if you're a free-to-play player right now, and you want to get very, very good at the game, you'll need a decent amount of time, but I highly recommend you start macroing for units right now if you don't have anything, and start trading, okay? Trading is the best ways to get rerolls as a free-to-play, okay? Obviously, if you're paid to win, you're just going to spend, right? But free-to-play, best way to get rerolls, other than all the stuff I mentioned isn't hard to do, and isn't going to give you like 1,000 rerolls, okay? But trading is where the big boys work, okay? Like, if you it's annoying, it is time consuming, I know, but that's how the free-to-play players, they're going to be getting their rerolls unless they get insanely lucky and get unique in one roll, okay? This is not a trading guide or anything. You could probably find one on YouTube, but yeah, I'm just putting you on. Like, when you're endgame player, yeah, you got nothing to do, you think, oh, I got all the meta units, you know what I'm saying? Start farming these limited time events, okay? Start getting new. So that's why AA has players even when there's no update, because everyone's just farming these events. Like when there's no update 5 weeks, people still farm at a winter event. They still want Eisen, or they want to get some dark mages so they can trade him when he's tradable, okay? So make sure you farm the events, and then you start trading up and whatnot. Then you could trade for bundles, battle passes, rerolls, your favorite units, whatever, DL. You get the point, okay? But yeah, that's all the reroll ways. And also, what I also will recommend is reroll saving, okay? It is a lot of people won't do this, okay? Even I don't do it, so look, I ain't talking, alright. It's not really good for me to talk about, I guess you could say. But I highly recommend, if you're a free-to-play player, you save your rerolls and only roll on like game change units. I know it's kind of obvious. What I mean is the AA anniversary will be in a couple months, so you could save some rerolls for them. Anime Advent actually, I don't know. It might. When did Anime Adventures release? Let me search that up. July. Okay, that's kind of a while away. But AA will do small updates like these 0.5 updates, and then they'll do a big update, okay? So I highly recommend you roll on the units that come from a big update by a big anime. So let's say the next update is update 20. Chances are the unit is going to be broken. It might be solo leveling, because if they do a solo leveling update, Song Jinwoo is going to be broken. Let's just be honest. Like, they make broken anime characters broken in the game. Like, Irons is broken. I'm pretty sure it's a broken anime character. I've not watched Overlord. Vegito is broken. Aizen is broken. Like, you get the point. So I don't recommend you save your rolls. Like, the Sakamoto units, you could roll on them now, but I feel like they may drop better units, even though these lot are broken. I think they're trying to power creep, but that's going off topic, okay? So I'm just saying I recommend reroll 7 if you're free to play, and not overspending, because you want to, if you don't have a lot of rerolls, you want to only spend on the best ones, alright? But yeah, that's enough for rerolls. I yapped a lot on purely rerolls. So let's get straight into gems. Our gem methods, the first couple things I'm going to say are just going to be the same things. Like, Battle Pass gives you some gems, okay? I mean, do your Infinite Quest, obviously, if you actually need gems. I don't, so I don't really do Infinite Quests. But if you do, then make sure you do Infinite Quests every single day until you have enough gems. Or you can just keep doing it always. And then you'll do your daily challenges along the way when you're doing your Infinite ones. Maybe some, like, clear 2 challenges and summon 5 units you could do as well. Because you want to do summon 5 units, right? Because, sure, you only get 60, you don't get your gems back. But then, complete your daily quests, then you get your gems back, if that makes sense, okay? But I'll show you AFK method in a bit. Tournament gives you a little bit of gems. The main way, if anyone's asking, yo, Rexon, how do you have so many gems? Mostly it's because I have all the bundles, alright, if I'm being honest. I traded for half of them, got gifted, I think it was this one for free. And then I bought this one, and I bought this one, and I traded for this. And this one gave me a lot of gems, like 50k. And this gave me a decent amount, and this gave me a decent amount. But the best way to get gems, which is also how I get gems, I already had like about 40k, was from Infinity Castle. Always, at least minimum, get to room 100. It's so easy, as long as you're not a fresh new player, to get to room 100. And you also get the unit capsule for that Infinity Castle if I find it. Right now, it's Puppet Star, and you're probably going to be able to use it next update. So Infinity Castle will probably reset next update anyways. So make sure you get to room 100, because each floor, you get like 150 gems. So yeah, make sure you're doing your infinity castle so you can be getting a bunch of gems, and it's really not that hard, especially towards the start. So even if you're a new player and you need a banner unit and you're just struggling like crazy, just do the lower rooms. They're so easy, genuinely ridiculously easy. But yeah, infinity castle, best way to get gems, most people already know. There's not really a new method for gems, but I mean, yeah, I need to show you the macro actually for anyone that wants to know. So the macro is going to be a tiny task macro. So let me actually get to the macro section of the video. Now this method is like so, like anyone can use this, all right? So if you go to summon here, just get the rare Sakura, okay? Go summon, oh wait, this banner is devious, low-key. Goku and Vegeta one banner. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. But going off topic already, Sakura. So the only unit you're going to need for this method, yeah. Oh, okay, let's just load this. Wait, okay, let me load this one. All right, so all you need is Sakura. What's her copyright name? Don't tell me I delete my Sakura, please. I'll just make... Oh, I might have, you know. Wait, did I get rid of my Sakura? Surely she's... No, yeah, she's right here. All you need is Sakura. Blossom. Okay, that's her copyright name. Blossom. And yeah, that's all you need for this macro. And you need tiny task. Let me just change my capture display capture. So tiny task link will be in the description. A lot of you would probably already know what tiny task is. You can't do this if you're on mobile. Actually, you could. And I'll show you how you do on tiny task. And you can definitely replicate on mobile. But how it works, I can't give a tutorial. But you can 100% replicate on mobile, I think. If you just set up the auto clickers correctly. Which you'll see if you just, you know, you watch. And you figure it out yourself, alright? Yeah, all you need is Sakura and you need tiny task. Link to download it will be in the description. Tons and tons of people use it. Your favorite YouTuber 100% either uses or has used tiny task before, okay? Like, it's just tiny task, alright? It's not bannable. It's calm, like, it's just tiny task. If you're worried about it, then I guess just don't do it. But yeah, it's fine. Alright, so what you want to do, attack a Titan infinite. You want to go play here. All you need is your Sakura equipped. I'm going to go on here. And actually, whilst we're teleporting into the infinite, we might as well do the tiny task settings. So, the preferences I'm going to use, I haven't done this in a while, continuous playback. So make sure you turn on continuous playback. Make your recording hotkey F8. And then don't worry about playback hotkey because you're going to make your playback F8 afterwards. So, just worry about your recording hotkey, make it F8. Custom speed. I don't remember what my custom speed was. I did it in my last tutorial. But I don't remember. We'll just keep it 4 times, alright? Doesn't matter. So all you're going to do is you're going to click yes. You're not going to start recording the tiny task. But the recording hotkey we put earlier, F8, make sure you remember that. Because when I say, okay, now start recording the macro, I'm telling you, press F8. So we're just going to lose the stage. We don't need to do anything. But once you lose, don't go back to lobby. That's what I'm saying. So just don't go back to lobby. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it, right? You don't... Sorry, I just haven't done this in a while, but it's not that complicated. All you need is to be Attack Titan story and to get Sakura. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. It's Infinity Castle is the, like I said earlier, best way to get gems. However, let's say you want to overnight gems. You can't really overnight Infinity Castle. But you can overnight Tiny Task, Attack on Titan Infinite if you really need the gems. It's very useful for beginners. Even for endgame players, you could always use this if you want to overnight gems. Because maybe you're lacking on gems. Okay, so, you know, if the game could chop you up, you know, I know, I'm not trying to drag the video. I know the video shouldn't be this long. But it's like, stage take 10 years, like, what can I do? Yo, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm asking to get cooked here. So basically, if you get to wave 6, will it show or will I lose beforehand? But yeah, as you can see, when you get to wave 6, you start getting gems, right? So what the strat is, use Sakura to make sure every single time, yeah, you get to wave 6. Like here, I didn't use Sakura, but there'll be some runs here where you'll lose at wave 5. So what you use Sakura, you place a bunch of her down, and then every time you'll die pretty quickly, and you get 18 gems. So let's just quickly do a little bit of maths here. 1 hour, oh no, 1 minute and 30 seconds, okay? Then you'll get 180 in... Wait, let me just quickly do the maths, because I don't want to say out loud. So you basically get like 6k gems in 1 hour, okay? So it's nothing insane, like I said, Infinity Castle clears, but it's still pretty useful, alright? So I'll show you how to Tiny Task. So, like I said, F8, make sure you have continuous playback on, recording hotkey F8. Then you're gonna, you know, press F8, as you can see now it says recording here. You're gonna spam click next about 3-4 times. Then you're gonna click replay once, twice, okay? And then it's gonna load, chop it up. Okay, once you load in, don't click anything straight away because you might lag or anything. So just wait a little bit. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, even though it just popped up, just in case you lag, or I don't know. It's just time tasks can mess up sometimes, so you just want to be careful. All right. So it should be fine now. We're gonna click yes. Then we're just gonna spam place. So you're gonna press one click, and just spam place everywhere, anywhere imaginable. Okay, just everywhere. And then I think that's enough. We're gonna press F8 to end the recording. Same hotkey that I did to start it. I'm gonna go on preferences, recording hotkey. Just put it as the top one. Control Shift R. Playback hotkey. You're gonna make it F8. Playback F8 after changing this one. And then all you're going to do, you have continuous playback on, as you can see here. It's simple. We're just going to press F8 and there you go. And what it's going to do is going to loop my exact recording. And yeah, it's doing that at 4 times speed. So hopefully it should be a little bit more efficient since, let's say, the timing's a little bit wrong. Because it's 4 times speed, it'll loop back and it should be just fine, okay? So to show you that it works, I'll do a sped up showcase of it right now because I'm quite confident that it should work, hopefully. As you can see, it worked just fine, and it worked 100% of the time because of soccer and making sure you get a little bit of health. I mean, should we wait for it to just do it again? I mean, look, I showed you it works, so we can get onto the last section of the video. And if you want to stop, the macro you'll have to do is press F8. As you can see, it's going next. Press F8. Same thing, because it's your playback hotkey. But yeah, hopefully that was a good explanation of the macro. But yeah, let's just get straight into the last section of the video. For the last section of the video, I can't lie, it's going to be a little bit unorganized yap since I need to get this video done, okay? So the things I recommend doing for the contract event, since I've pretty much beaten it, is quite straightforward. But for those of you maybe new to the game, new to the contract event, or maybe somehow still struggling, I'm not sure. But the fastest way to get the new currency is obviously by playing it. But it's to realistically, you just do matchmaking, okay? One thing is to do matchmaking because they've made this game mode, yeah, so that literally, even if you play with a bunch of people, yeah, even if you play with leeches, the health of the enemies are not going to increase if you play solo or with people. So every time I recommend, at least if you can't find people from Discord, to do matchmaking. And then obviously, bring the element types, because 700%, for example, that is more, that's way more than the unique buff. That's like double the unique buff, or maybe a little bit less. But it's better to bring magic unit than a physical unique. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or at least it's on par, like it's broken either way. Do you get the point? So if you just bring the right elements and you do matchmaking, it really shouldn't be that difficult. Okay. And then obviously you wanna bring units from the update, because let's say you bring Sakamoto, for example, he'll give you a 40% buff in currency and in dice drop rate. I'm not 200% sure on the dice drop rate, but I know 100% it gives you more of the currency, the new, what's it called, assassin tokens. I think that's what it's called, assassin token. If you have, what's it called, if you have some of these units. So if you have evoed Sakamoto, it'll give you 40%. Or any new evoed unit give you 40%. And if you have them unevo, it give you 20%. So make sure you're bringing them on top of the units you're going to use for the stage to maximize the amount of currency you're doing. And then you should always reinvest the currency, I guess you could say, until you get to 100%. So what I highly recommend you do, yeah, is you get 2, unless you already get the units you wanted, get 2 units from this banner, okay, and then get 1 Phaeton, because Phaeton also buffs by 40%, even though he's not a Sakamoto unit. He's from the update, so he also buffs by 40% the drop rates. So I highly recommend you bring them. But yeah, I mean, it's not too difficult. The strat really is, okay, do your tier 10, do your tier 13, tier 8 if you're desperate. And I highly recommend you do your tier 10, tier 13, do your tier 10 every hour, in between every hour. Go here and do the raid until you can get 15 out of 15 on the raid. And then there you go. You'll have your 40% buff here, because whilst you're waiting maybe for the next tier 10, you can go and actually evo him if you don't have enough for evo. Then boom, that's a free 40% right there. and then in that time you might have had enough currency to summon for Sakamoto or something. You either won that, that's 8%, and then the next day maybe you can get Nagamo because it'll have buffed dice rate. But yeah, it's quite a straightforward event, to be honest, but I guess that's a quick little routine. You go for Phaeton Evo so you can get a 40% buff, and in between you keep doing the tier 10s, then you Evo him, keep doing tier 10s, tier 13s, whatever. Okay, it's pretty simple. Just make sure you bring the new units and doing matchmaking, because even if you grind with other people it won't increase the enemy HP, but it is quite straightforward. But I thought I'd mention it especially for new players. But yeah, thank you so much if you made it throughout the whole video and all the way to the end. I genuinely do appreciate it. So please do subscribe to the channel. I know for a lot of you, well, maybe not a lot of you, but at least 30% of you watch this video. A lot of the stuff you already knew, but it's mostly for new players, since a lot of new people do play AA, and you know, it probably at least helped out one person. So even if it didn't help out you, I'd still greatly appreciate if you did like, comment and subscribe. But I'll see you guys in the next video. YouTube think you should watch the video in the top left hand corner, so go check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.